Hello, this is Aleks. This is my channel, and today we have a Jerel section.
And I'm quite alright. You wash my tears away. I was given wine. We're feeling okay. And I'm quite alright. You wash my tears away.
I'm a big Ford guy. I've always had Mustangs. I mean, you've seen it.
Yeah.
And then I actually never intended on building an RX-7. And my buddy here, he had the RX-7 convertible, and we were pulling the motor out. And I'm like, okay, let's do it all up. And we pull the motor out. I sit in the car. And I fall in love. I'm like, this interior, I don't know why it feels sporty. You know what I mean? It feels extremely sporty. And then what we do is we get it all out. He was putting a V8 in. He never finished it. We ended up buying a different one that had the rotary engine in it already. Bone stock, wasn't a convertible, but same as this, hatch. And we're driving it, and he's going for this corner. I mean, he's going fast. I'm like, getting scared, getting nervous, buttholes tightening up. And I'm like, man, we're gonna die. And he takes the corner, and we're fine. I'm like, what is this? This is devil's work. Right. So we do that, and I get out. I'm like, man, let me drive this. And I drive it, and I just fell in love with it. And I'm like, and we were gonna put a V8, like this thing's slow. It's a pooch. It's got a 1.3 liter rotary engine. You gotta rev it to $9,000. Do anything, and it was just, I didn't like it. And I'm like, but if we put a V8 in it, and I'm like, then I was thinking the gears were turning, and I'm like, all right, let's do this.
I was given wine. You wash my tears away. I was given wine. You wash my tears away. I was
So I'm looking around Craigslist for RX-7s, and I have my Mustang pace car with a V8 already in it, and I'm like, what should I do with this? I should probably try and sell it. I'm looking in Iowa. I mean, I was looking all over the nation, not nation, but the area, In Iowa, there's a guy with an RX-7, already got a Ford V8 in it. He's looking for something similar or trade or like $3,000. And I'm like, text him, see if he wants my Indy pace car Mustang. It's like, that seems pretty cool. We started exchanging pictures and talking on the phone, and next thing you know, a week later, I'm going down there with the trailer with my pace car. We switched.
Yeah.
And then I got my RX-7, and it was kind of one of those things where my car was rotten, my Mustang, and his car had a blown up motor in the RX-7. We both kind of knew what we had wrong. We didn't say it. We're like, I got him. We both were like, wait a minute, what? You know what I mean? One of those things. And
you wash my tears away.
me and my buddies in the old gym, we're out after we, tried end-to-end fixing everything. I mean, carburetor, distributor, intake. I mean, after you do so many things, you're like, all right, something is broken in here. It wasn't making awful noises. We pull the motor out, pull the heads off, and next thing you know, there's like push rod balls that are over the rod, and there's the water pump where you bolted it up. It was like siliconed on. The block was broken and siliconed on. I'm looking in the back of the car, and we're digging through all this junk, and there's like a big turbo flange Y pipe. I'm like, okay, so they put a big turbo on this and destroyed the motor and traded it to me. And I'm like, well, at least they got a clean shell. I mean, dude's got a rusty bucket that runs good. It's gonna break, So we were kind of screwed each other, but it is how it is, And then right, and then I just started restoring it, and that's what got me into it. It was weird.
I was given wine. We're feeling okay. tears away. I was given wine. We're feeling okay, and I'm quite alright. You wash my tears away. I was given wine. You wash my tears away. I was given wine. You wash my tears away. I was
You can't give up, you can't surrender, you gotta just keep going.
So you had, how many cars you said?
That I've drifted, I've had 3. The first one, I was backing out of my driveway and I got smacked. I couldn't see, there's like a church right there. Everyone's parked in, you can't see when you're backing up, and I'm going all slow, and I pulled out in front of a lady and she cracked the quarter and twisted the frame. I probably could have saved that car, but I was like, it's totaled, it's done. And then I got a really clean one, and I went and built that up for drifting more. And I went and I was at one of the Wednesday night drifts, and I made a large mistake and went sideways into a wall on my passenger side. The car looked like it was tacoed. I drove that for a couple of years because I couldn't really afford to swap chassis at the time, and I just kept running it, and then eventually I was like, all right, we're done. I got my shop, everything all figured out. Let's build my own new car. That's when I bought this, and I think I'm sitting in square one again. A little worse than I was before. So.
But your plan is just continue drifting, just build another
Oh,
car.
absolutely. I mean, even though this car is 100% totaled right now, doesn't mean that I'm going to quit. It just motivates me more for next season, for my next build, and to keep it going and come back even stronger. It may have been a really awesome build the way it sits, but you can always come back better and harder.
I was given wine. You wash my tears away. I was given wine. You wash my tears away. I was given wine. We're feeling okay, and I'm quite alright. You wash my tears away, 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 away.
It's amazing the amount of support I've had after this wreck. I mean, it was a really hard wreck, and it made it a lot better. All the fans, friends, family, I mean, everyone just came through and did everything they could to help me out. I crashed this car, and people are loading my car on flatbeds and bringing it to their house and helping me tear motors out. And, you know, having, you know, big get-togethers, and we're talking, and it's wild the amount of just people that came together and made my day. I mean, it means the world to me. Everything that everyone did, a lot of stuff's just wow. I can't express it. It's emotional. Appreciate everything.
Alright, Jerel, thank you so much for this video, for the great video.
No problem.
And continue watching this channel. We have a couple of videos coming up, and it's going to be interesting. It's going to be a new project, and instead of just watching this video, and playing games, just go and get some kind of car. You can spend this much money for the shell itself, buy the engine, do some work, and you can do it too. If he can do it, you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it too. Do something useful for this world. And the money you're spending on the games, it's the money you can build exactly or even better than this car. And
Absolutely.
instead of skills is different, but you can get those skills. Instead of playing and being the number one in game, just be number one in your neighborhood. Subscribe, like, and see you later. Okay, that's it. Stop it.
That's pretty good.